Coming up on AgweekTV, soybean growers are starting to get answers on how much their crops were hurt by dicamba drift.
I'm Michelle Rook. I'll have an update on how farmers and ranchers are doing here in South Dakota after a summer of drought.
And we'll give you a rare look inside a new sow operation in southeast North Dakota. Welcome to AgweekTV. I'm Shauna Olson. Many soybean growers are reporting crop damage and yield loss from dicamba herbicide drift. But as Mikkel Pates found, some growers are finding timely rains may have mitigated some of the crop loss.
Russell or Wally Hushka farms in Barnes and Steele counties in North Dakota. He figures up to 60 of his acres were hit with off-target dicamba. He started to see soybean leaves cupping in early July along the edges of his fields.
You didn't have to walk very far where the cupping wasn't near as severe. It got better as you went away from the road.
Now that he's harvesting, he thinks he didn't suffer any crop loss. In fact, one of the affected areas came in a bushel or two per acre more than the unaffected part of the field. Hushka says timely rains in August helped perk things up.
After we had the rain, they started to flower and they started to put pods on. So I wasn't too concerned after that.
Hushka says the damage looked terrible on some spots in mid-July, and he reported it to the neighbor who had sprayed the dicamba. Hushka settled with the neighbor's insurance company, and he says he hopes the technology won't be abandoned.
For the weed situation, we need something, but I also understand we've got to learn how to control the volatility of all this stuff.
To reduce the risk of drift.
Rich Zollinger, a weed specialist with NDSU Extension, says soybeans can recover quickly from stress, but he says damage varies across the country.
Dicamba drift has caused injury on soybean across the whole United States. There's a lot of things we don't know, and one of the most important things we don't know is the effect on yield.
The EPA has added about a dozen points of restrictions for 2018 to the dicamba label to reduce and monitor drift. Zollinger says state regulators may add other restrictions.
The different state Department of Ag will probably introduce extra regulation on top of the national, the things that the EPA has come out with. Based on input from academia, from growers, all of this hopefully will make an impact and reduce the amount of drift.
Near Pillsbury, North Dakota, this is Mikkel Pates for AgWeek.
The University of Missouri is leading a survey for this year's crop to help form a plan for future years. The survey asks about environmental influences like humidity and airspeed. The drought of 2017 hit South Dakota hard, but the weather finally broke in late summer, bringing welcome rain to some of the parched areas, just as many farmers and ranchers were on the verge of disaster. Michelle Rook traveled the state to assess drought recovery.
The drought made for a tough summer for many farmers and ranchers here in South Dakota. And while some areas have received some late beneficial rains and are recovering, not everyone has been that fortunate. Myron Williams of Wall says this is their second year of drought in western South Dakota, and it hasn't broken yet.
It started a year ago last March, and it hasn't, I don't think we've had over a half inch since then, any one time.
As a result, a few ranchers had to disperse their herds. However, Williams says they bought feed and will sell more cattle to get through the winter.
You're going to cull pretty short. There will be people down to numbers from what they were a year or two ago.
Meanwhile, several inches of rain in the central, north central, and northeast started the end of July into August and came just in time for many producers.
Now we're going to have some row crops that are going to make corn and silage for the producers. So, things turned around.
Those rains also slowed down the early cattle sales.
About the 15th or 20th of July, just as things got on the brink of disaster, it rained. And it stopped all the pairs from moving for a little bit. And then we got some more rain, and then everybody kind of made it through then after that.
Even areas east of the river that were D3 on the drought monitor have seen the drought ease, so the outlook is improved.
And then the hay crop, of course, a lot of people planted millet and sorghum, and now they're putting that up for hay too. So we're in pretty good shape for feed.
Many producers also received help from release of CRP acres and the LFP program, which will get them through the winter. In South Dakota, I'm Michelle Rook reporting for AgWeek.
In western South Dakota, some producers may have to cull another 25% of their cows to make it through the winter. Getting trapped in a grain bin is a long-time concern in U.S. ag, and it's a growing problem. As grain bins continue to get bigger, the number of entrapment cases is rising. Jonathan Knutson recently attended a training session designed to cut the number of grain bin deaths.
Grain bin entrapment is a serious concern in AgWeek country. The Fordville, North Dakota Fire Department is training to be better prepared if it happens here.
So since we're a big farming community around here, there's a lot of farmers that have their own bins as well. We have multiple bins ourselves here.
Adam Jallo works at the local grain elevator and is a member of Fordville's volunteer fire department. It's one of 5 in the area chosen by Ag Country Farm Credit Services to receive special grain bin rescue training and equipment.
It's just good training for us as a department and departments around us to know how to react to a situation.
You guys are the ones out in the field. You deserve all the credit.
Craig Berg has led at least 1,400 training sessions on grain bin entrapment. He says it's so important to know how to respond to a grain bin accident.
Every scenario is different, so I can't go over everything with them, but I'm here to give them a pretty good education and understanding of what to look out for and how to use our product.
These volunteers have just spent 2 hours learning things they hope they never need to use. But if they do, they're more prepared.
It could wind up saving your life.
For AgWeek, I'm Jonathan Knutson.
Each rescue unit costs about $3,500. Ag Country may offer the training and rescue units again next year, and fire departments can find out how to apply from their nearest Ag Country offices. Ahead on AgweekTV, we'll give you a rare look inside a big, new, state-of-the-art sow operation.
My name is Joel Kaler, owner-operator of Kaler Farms in Lidgerwood, North Dakota. We make a patented product called the Cornstalk Guide. It's made out of UHMW, ultra-high molecular weight poly, which is extremely durable. Typically what you'll see on corn heads is the idler chain in the sprocket sticks out. We attach to the side of a snout. Our product will keep all the wear off the snout and get it to come into the head smoother without bouncing.
At Superior Grain Equipment, we're committed to quality and service, offering you the best in grain storage and dryers for any size operation. Our experts will work with you to determine the most efficient and economical storage solution for your needs. We help protect your bottom line and your future with the industry's best bins and warranties. Make the superior choice for protection today and tomorrow with Superior Grain Equipment.
Introducing the new Challenger 1000 series, tractors unlike any other manufactured by AGCO. Redefining what a wheel tractor is capable of when it comes to wheel slip, power to ground, and fuel economy. Today, it's not enough just to be tough. You've got to be smarter than everyone else, too. Contact your Challenger dealer today to get in the seat of the new Challenger 1000. Superior engineering, superior performance, superior productivity. The next generation of tractors from your Challenger dealer.
Make every minute of the growing season count. Schedule your equipment for a genuine Case IH parts and service uptime inspection at Titan Machinery. Our professional service technicians have the training and experience to pinpoint and repair problems before they have a chance to shut you down during the season. Avoid the high cost of in-season downtime. Give yourself the peace of mind knowing your equipment is ready to work. Schedule your equipment today by going to uptime18.com or calling your local Titan Machinery dealer. That's Titan Machinery, providing you with genuine Case IH parts and service.
There's one common thread, or should I say fluid, running through all this equipment. Mobile Delvac. It's a customer favorite at Home of Economy for tough diesel protection in all conditions. Pick up proven performance in convenient pails and jugs and save $60 on Mobile Delvac products. Rebates are also available for Mobile One oil and filters to help protect your light trucks and SUVs for less.
Home of Economy, where your dollar buys more.
A group of hog producers from the Dakotas, Minnesota, and Iowa have formed the Nelson County Pigs Cooperative. The Ransom Multiplier, a gilt development facility owned by the co-op, plans to move in late gestation sows by November 1st and begin farrowing soon after. The co-op will also supply breeding stock. Once pigs arrive, no outsiders will be allowed in. So recently, they gave Jenny Schlecht a look at the state-of-the-art barns.
So the staff can reach from the back to work with the animals.
Those
it's still under construction, the Ransom County Multiplier hopes to have its first piglets on the ground by November 15th.
It makes us a more closed unit. We can control our own breeding stock and we can control disease problems. We don't have to bring in gilts from other sources. So we're trying to control our own destiny.
Helping those sows to farrow their piglets.
The facility consists of several buildings, including ones for breeding and gestation, farrowing, gilt growing, compost, and storage. It's run by Sude Health and Production, an Iowa-based swine management company.
This facility is important because it's got today's current technology and animal care to optimize their health and productivity. These crates are wider and longer. This allows the cooperative members to be under complete control of their replacement animals.
Amos Bear is a member of the co-op. Grandchildren of piglets born at Ransom Multiplier could make it to his operation.
And in the past, we've danced around from operation to operation to supply the breeding pigs. Now we'll be able to control our own destiny with this operation. The quality of the pig should be improved and the consistency of the breeding animal.
And then it's got an automatic feed system in here.
The facility is permitted for 5,000 sows. The first phase will be 2,500.
We'll do our best to continue to be a good asset to the community.
In Ingleville, this is Jenny Schlecht for AgWeek.
The co-op also has a 5,000 sow facility in Lakota, North Dakota. Pork production is an increasingly important piece of the ag picture around the region, but some new hog operations have raised public concerns. A Rock Lake, North Dakota woman is working to change public perceptions. Carrie Moore has an extensive background in farming and large livestock operations. Now she works for the Soil Conservation District in Candu and volunteers for Common Ground North Dakota, a group helping farmers connect with consumers. Moore says in her experience, large-scale livestock operations are clean and safe and benefit the public.
I just don't want everything that's said about it to be negative. There are a lot of positives for the communities that it goes into, the people that are able to be associated with it. Research, look into things, ask questions.
We haven't had an odor complaint in the last 8 or 9 years. And prior to that, we had a few, but we always passed the health department odor test. I think that it's important to consider maybe your neighbor's feelings, and we try and build them in a spot where I'll have the least impact on the least amount of people.
Moore acknowledges that there can be odors, but she says most operations manage manure applications to minimize that. For much more on this story, check out Mikkel Pates' article in the latest AgWeek magazine. There's definitely a chill in the air now. Your AgriWeather forecast is up next. And later, we'll show you the unique way a superior grain bin is built.
My name's Joel Kaler, owner-operator of Kaler Farms in Lidgerwood, North Dakota. We make a patented product called a corn stalk guide. Helps guide corn stalks into the grabs and the chains a lot smoother without losing corn. The corn stalk, when it comes off of our product, it's already on the gathering chain instead of being able to hit that idler. Our product will keep all the wear off the snout and get it to come into the head smoother without bouncing.
We're excited to bring you the new AgWeek app with useful features and the latest news and information. Get your AgWeek news, weather, and the latest episodes of AgweekTV. Plus, see real-time information on the futures market and view local cash bids for your crops. Stay updated and take AgWeek with you. Download the new AgWeek app today.
I'm 120, I'm 30, I'm 30, I'm 55, once around the block, 212 miles right here, now I have them times up. So
if you're thinking about selling a piece of land, or you're looking to sell some farm equipment, or if you're thinking about a retirement or involved in an estate, give us a call. We'll sit down and tell you all about the Steffes way. We think it's a good way. That's how we approach it. If any of those are in your plans, give us a call or go to steffesgroup.com. Learn all about us. Hope to hear from you.
Total
Ag Industries is the leader in total control. The future of ceramic nozzle technology is here today with the Total Ag Air Induction Turbo Nozzle, the only ceramic triple spray nozzle on the market. Works with all sprayers for better weed control and wheel tracks. They could be the last spray nozzles you'll ever need.
Really impressed with them. It amazes me how they work so well.
Contact Total Ag by phone or visit totalag.com.
Luckin Trucks and Parts sells quality used parts for all makes and models. With over 50 acres of trucks and parts and new inventory arriving daily. Family owned and operated since 1966, Luckin's specializes in the sale of quality used medium to heavy duty truck parts as well as pre-owned trucks, trailers, and construction equipment. If it's on a truck, we got it. Call us today and let us get you your part.
A significant shift in the overall jet stream weather pattern around the globe, specifically the northern hemisphere, right at about Halloween time has caused a fairly significant shift in the weather pattern. The high amplitude ups and downs of the jet stream are becoming very prevalent across the region, and we happen to be in the northern plains, upper Midwest, Great Lakes in an area that is now getting some colder than average weather for the first time in a long time. With that colder than average weather has come at least one round of snow already into the northern plains, upper Midwest, and there may be more coming. So it looks like now, after many months of mostly above average temperatures, November is beginning to look like it's going to slip toward average or even colder than average. So that is a significant change. Here we sit this weekend with cool temperatures, not frigid. It's above freezing daytime, but it gets cold at night. And that cold will be reinforced through Tuesday. A modest warm up through the middle part of the week. Not sure how much of this warm air will get up into North Dakota. Some of it may, but it certainly looks pretty mild into South Dakota Wednesday. Some 60s, maybe close to 70, probably not that warm. But that will then retreat, and the overall split flow pattern right now is not going to allow this warm air to come much further north, and just the season, the that low sun angle, the absence of radiational heating will keep the northern plains in southern Canada relatively cool, even at times when the jet stream goes pretty far north late in the week. Note this dip in the jet off the west coast by the weekend. That becomes significant. Let's take a look at what happens precipitation-wise. Scattered areas of light precipitation in this cool air in the northern plains, but it won't amount to much. The only real rain system is along the eastern seaboard, so most of the week is expected to be relatively quiet until this little notch starts to occur along the west coast. That may dig some rain down pretty far south into California, which I'm sure would be welcome news. But then what happens when that pattern begins to move out into the plain states? It could be perhaps another snowstorm for some part of the northern plains. That would be about a week into the month of November before that would happen. And I, of course, have no idea how much snow that might bring, but that's the way it looks right now. A colder, more active weather pattern for sure. So that second week of the forecast, 5th through 11th of November, we are going to get cool over most of the northern plains, upper Midwest, and very likely remain fairly cool through the period. So the overall jet stream pattern shift is resulting in an outlook toward colder weather, at least 1 or 2 chances of snow, and some of that may stick for a few days because we're looking at an overall colder weather pattern regime, meaning in some areas temperatures might even stay below freezing days for at least some of the next couple of weeks.
This is Dennis Belisky reminding you we do auctions and we do them well. You've built your operation with hard work, and when it's time to sell, all or part, you deserve the best. Details from repairs and preparation to promotion and settlements are not routine. Chances are you'll only do this once, so we'll tailor an auction just for you and get it done right. On-site at your farm or added to one of our highly successful Alaris Center auctions, we have the skill, reputation, and integrity to meet your needs with best-in-class commitment and quality service. Find us at resourceauction.com or call 701-757-4015.
Martinson Ag Risk Management offers a variety of crop marketing and crop insurance packages to our customers. With over 40 years of experience, our dedicated staff works hard to ensure you get the best advice on crop insurance, marketing, and risk management. Contact Randy or any of the staff at Martinson Ag Risk Management today at 701-205-4200 or visit us online at martinsonag.com.
If you get right down to it, what's a farmer's job? Well, farmer's job is to feed people. Farmers collectively, our job is to feed the world. At Peterson Farm Seed, we get to have a little bit bigger picture right in our region. We get to help those farmers that we work with increase their productivity, increase the yields that they get on their farms, and as a result, more people can eat.
Upgrade your trailer to electric with the Rolltech electric system from AgriCover. Strong, flexible pivot arms and motor mount rotate and telescope, allowing the roll tube to rise and flex over heaped loads. The positive automatic lock is impossible to back off to control the flow of grain. This integrated system uses one wireless remote to operate up to 10 tarps and hoppers, keeping your driver out of the dust, rain, and harm's way. See the Rolltech system in action at an AgriCover dealer near you.
Micro Essentials is a unique product. What makes it different than other products, it has 4 different nutrients: nitrogen, phosphorus, sulfur, which is 2 forms of sulfur, and zinc in every granule. The sulfate sulfur, we get the bulk of the use of it the first year. The elemental breaks down over time. It's a huge benefit for the grower. It's giving them the opportunity to get more nutrients in one.
Good storage is important for protecting your crop. Superior Grain Equipment is a Kindred, North Dakota company that prides itself on building quality grain bins.
We want to make sure that the product and service that we provide to our customers is the very best.
It's a long way from a piece of sheet metal to a grain bin, but the machines at Superior Grain Equipment's plant in Kindred are specifically designed and engineered to make the process fast, but most importantly, accurate.
Also, very important that they be accurate in order for parts to fit.
Claire Rouser is the president and CEO of Superior. The company has been around for 40 years, but has been manufacturing their own bins for the past decade.
I designed a lot of the tooling. It's always fun to see the end product.
The work is divided between Superior's 2 plants in Kindred and Beersford, South Dakota. The roof and sidewall panels are made in Beersford. They start out as 25,000-pound rolls of sheet metal.
After the sidewall sheet comes through the roll former, it goes to the shear, it gets sheared to length, and then goes into the post punch.
The post-punch technique is one of the ways Superior grain bin construction is more accurate than other methods.
After the sidewall sheets are corrugated and punched, they'll come to the roller here, and they will get curved to whatever particular diameter we are looking for.
Next, they move to the roof line, where the bin's roof sheets are made.
Right here, the sheet will come off our coil, get slit in half, and then sheared. As it comes down the line here, the 2 parts, one keeps going, the other one will wrap around on the bottom of the machine. From there, it goes into a set of rollers and starts to get formed.
All the other parts are made at the Kindred plant, including a progressive roll former, specially configured by Claire Rouser.
It's actually got 4 islands or rafts that can be removed and other tooling put on. Each island has 4 stations, so there's a total of 16 stations, and each station progressively breaks or bends the metal as it moves through the machine. One of the advantages of having a progressive roll former is that you have consistency. It is accurate. It's always, the materials are always the same, and they always fit very, very well.
From Kindred, the parts are shipped to Beersford, where everything is shipped out to their dealer network. The whole process is highly automated, allowing Superior to quickly and efficiently produce quality products.
At Superior, we use advanced technology and the skill of our employees to give the most precise and quality product to our customers.
Harvest is a good time to see how healthy your soil structure is. We'll show you coming up next on AgweekTV.
Mayo Manufacturing, your Red River Valley source for BATCO. Mayo Manufacturing, your Red River Valley BATCO dealer.
Premier Shortline USA is your dealer for Meridian storage and grain handling. 50 years ago, Meridian Manufacturing designed the first smooth wall hopper bin. This innovation set the standard for hopper bins across North America, completely self-cleaning with no obstructions. Smooth wall hopper bins have become the preferred choice for safe and efficient storage. For temporary grain storage to complete systems, contact Nate or Brent at Premier Shortline USA.
Advanced biofuel for America's diesel engines is clean burning and made from renewable sources like soybean oil. Biodiesel fuel works in any diesel engine, reducing emissions, helping us breathe cleaner air. Biodiesel adds value to North Dakota soybeans, creating jobs, improving the environment, increasing our energy independence. Biodiesel, it starts with soybeans, it's fueling America.
BotLink helps you quickly capture drone data, distribute it to trade tools, and respond to changing conditions in real time. Capture, process, and inspect aerial imagery from your fields to fix potential issues like flooding, nutrient deficiencies, or insect damage. Easily upload drone imagery to our cloud-based software to create valuable, high-definition maps that will help save you time and make smarter business decisions to save you money.
Where do you go for the latest news in agriculture? AgWeek magazine. Reaching over 30,000 farmers and ranchers in North Dakota, Minnesota, South Dakota, and Montana. AgWeek provides the most up-to-date information on the markets, the trends, and the people who make it all happen. We're your source for news, not fluff. Dependable, trusted. AgWeek. Subscribe today by calling 1-800-811-2580.
AgweekTV, presented by Kaler Farms.
Experts say fall harvest is a good time for farmers to see the benefits of what they're doing on their farms. NDSU soil health expert AGWEEK recently showed us a good comparison of two fields adjacent to each other in the valley. One field, the farmer practices no-till methods. In the other, the farmer practices conventional tillage.
I think it's easy to see at harvest when heavy equipment's running over the field and the soils may be wet, how important the soil structure is and the aggregation to hold that equipment up is. So in this field that's been no-till just 4 years and had a history of cover cropping, then you can see that the ruts on this field are pretty minimal, and the structure in the soil is holding that equipment up.
Wick says she's finding that soils, especially in the Red River Valley, recover quickly. She says that if a grower decides to adopt a new practice like reducing tillage and incorporating cover crops, they're not only using the excess moisture, but also building better structure and trafficability. Thanks for watching this week's edition of AgweekTV. Remember, for all your ag news, go to agweek.com and be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter as well. See you next week.